So it's Tuesday evening. It's been beautiful the last bunch of days. Today it's a little cloudy today. Not too bad though. Beautiful day. Today when I got home from work, it was 74, 75 degrees, which is way too early for the early May or early March. But anyways, I'm working on getting the garden beds. I got 4 new beds I'm working on. I laid them out last night. I laid out the ground fabric around the outside rim last evening, so I don't got to weed eat around the fence when I get it put in. And this evening I'll put stakes in where the beds are going to be and the walkways are going to be. And now I'm going to show you how we get beds ready to garden in. So what we got, as you can see, we got strings. We have 4 beds, three walkways. There's a walkway from that string to the outside edge of that, or to that edge. Then that between that string and that string's a walkway. That's a bed, and that's a walkway. But anyways, what I do here is I just take a flat shovel. And then I tilt you down so you can actually see what I'm working on. And I just take from here, I just shovel this out because I already got the soil tilled good, and then I just throw this to that side. You don't need all that dirt in the walkway, if that's going to be wood shavings. That like that, and on the way back I'll do the opposite. I'll just take this, throw it up here. It's basically all for the walkways at this point. I'm going to go through and work on this. So I got the first walkway done. I had to go get my longer handled square shovel. That little one there I was using, it was too short. The handle was too short. It was killing me. But anyways, I wanted to show you this. So what we have is basically this walkway is roughly probably 4 to 6 inches deeper than what the beds are. So technically we do grow in raised beds, but what we do with these, we fill them up with organic matter. We've used fall leaves, we use wood chips, we've used wood shavings, we've used, you name it, we've put it in there. I've used shredded papers, get them from work and use shredded paper, cardboard, whatever you want to put in there. It doesn't really matter a whole lot. I prefer wood shavings over anything else, just because they absorb more water. And then what those actually do, and it's pretty level. It's pretty level this way. There is this is sloped. It's not a big slope, but it is. I don't know, from bed to bed, you're probably a ½ inch difference in 30 inches on the slope, roughly, maybe. So basically, what these do, these walkways, they act as swales. And when you put the carbon in there, the organic matter in the walkways, they actually help absorb that, and it helps you keep your beds watered. We garden like this. Actually, we've always gardened this way. But when we first started, we didn't actually put anything in the walkways. And then the first fall, I put fall leaves down with shredded paper and then fall leaves the very first year. And that worked great. And then I've been getting wood chips and wood shavings and whatnot ever since. But I've put in that garden over there on the house side of the lane. I've used fall leaves up till not this past year, but the year before. Last year I put wood shavings in the spring, but up till then I used leaves in that bed. This one down here I used more wood chips down here, and I don't know, they both work pretty good. I ain't gonna say which ones work better. I like the leaves because they rot up quicker, and then you can go through every year and do what I'm doing right now, and it actually helps build the beds up. let the wood chips stay in there and just put them down, and it still rots up, and you get more fungal matter in your soil that way. So I don't know, it works either way. But anyways, I just wanted to show you what they look like before we do anything else. That's what one looks like right there. Ouch, let me get my hand out of the stupid holder. So that's what they look like. I got 3 more to do. That bottom one's not going to be quite like this because we didn't till down that far. So I'll just it'll probably only get this one here. It's got weeds growing in it, so I'll probably just weed it, and then I'll probably just put wood shavings in there, not worry too much about it on the bottom one. But that's where it ties into the original garden. I got about an hour more daylight, and I got 2 beds to go, so wish me luck. So I got all 3 walkways. It's getting kind of dark, you can't really tell, but I got all 3 of them done. Looks pretty good, actually. I'm quite happy with how it looks so far. Sure that we'll work on this tomorrow, because tomorrow we got plans. We're going out with some friends for trivia night. Probably work on it a little bit when I first get home, but I won't get a whole lot done. We'll see. These things put wood shavings in the walkways, pick rock, add amendments. My water bottle fell over, but anyways, yeah. So keep on keeping on, right? You got to do something. You got to keep busy, or you use it or lose it, right? You can tell what the old saying goes. I don't want to lose it. So some people say I might have already lost it, but that's a different story. But yeah, I'm getting there. It's getting dark. I'm going to go in, get me a shower, get me a glass of water, call it an evening. So it's been almost 2 weeks since I was out here. And I almost didn't bring you along this time, but I did. But today's been a pretty busy day so far, but I haven't worked in here a whole lot. But I did get a fair bit done. It's beautiful out today. But right now what I'm doing is putting wood shavings in. As you can see, I got it started. I got all them other beds to do yet, but the first one is a little over halfway done. I took about 2 bags, and the bags are those bags there. I buy them locally. Off a guy that I found on Facebook Marketplace that cuts firewood, and that's what he gets off his. This is what he gets off his wood sawmill, firewood sawmill. It's pretty good sawdust. Not real fine, but not real coarse either. It's just about perfect for what you want. This is the same stuff that we use for our chicken bedding. We actually have new chickens coming next week. We'll be going after them. So I just pour them out. Just kind of roughly pour them out. Won't be 2-3 inches thick. Some of these bags are heavier than others. Depends on what wood they were using, I reckon. So once you get it all poured out, I got a rake here that's adjustable. It's adjustable. What I mean by that, I can make it bigger, smaller, whatever. I'll keep it about half, as big as the walkway, roughly. Then just rake it out. I'm sure there's an easier way of doing this, but this is how I've been doing it the last few years in all of our other garden beds, and it seems to work pretty good. I almost think I should put it thicker on here, but to help keep the weeds snuffed out a little better maybe, but I'm going to let it go at this for now. Definitely will help absorb water. because basically this is a trench, then these are swales on both sides. So then this is all the organic matter here in the walkways of these wood shavings is going to be a wick, basically. And it'll help with fungal life and everything else. So that's pretty much all there is to that. We'll get these other two done that I have ready. Hopefully I got enough bags for that, but I should have. I'll get these other two done that I have ready. I got two more that I don't have ready, but you know, one thing at a time. But the weather's been pretty nasty the last couple of weeks. That's why I haven't got this done yet. But today's been a beautiful day. It's Saturday. And I got all that stuff cleaned up. I got stuff down below cleaned up. I got that cleaned up. I put a plastic on my cattle planter greenhouse. I got all that done before I started in here today. So all that needed done too. So one thing at a time. You just got to set your priority list and go from there. So I'm going to go through and finish these two rows, and then I'll show you how we prep the beds. So as you can see, I got all three of those done. Like I said earlier, I got two more to do here. I've been putting about 3 bags per row. I only got 4 bags left. I got some up above. I got some more up there by the chicken coop. So I'll have enough to do these other 2 walkways. I got a bunch down there I need to do yet, so I'm not going to have enough. I'm going to have to get a hold of my wood shavings dealer to get more, because I don't want to run out of chicken bedding. We're getting peeps next week. And then about 5 weeks after that, we're getting more. So need to make sure we have enough bedding for them and enough for our walkways. But these do many things. Like I said earlier, and it's not perfect to the line. I mean, you can see the string lines. That's the walkway. That's the bed. But what they do is they help hold moisture. They help with fungal life. They help keep the weeds down. They help with a lot of things. And it looks good. So, I mean, a lot of things need to be look good to your eye. And I'm going to show you what we put in our beds. We put this in all of our beds throughout the growing season. We won't use this again. We'll just use fish emulsion, comfrey extract, or compost extract throughout the season. We won't add any more of this, but this is what we normally add in all of our beds. And I've been using this for the last 2 or 3 years. It's from Redmond's. Redmond's, the Real Salt people, they have a farm thing too, so that you can buy this. They got a bunch of other minerals and stuff too. You can actually buy minerals for your animals from Redmond's. It's all salt based. They this here actually is really good stuff. This here is just lime. I don't use a lot of lime because I don't want to change my pH. I just want to add calcium. And then I think last year, the year before, I started putting this in our beds, and it's just biochar. It's pure char. Actually, it's real fine charcoal. That's all it is. And then this here is what the Redmonds grow. That's what it looks like. It's just rock dust. I'll put a fair bit of that on these new beds. The old beds, I put it on last fall in that part of the garden, so I won't add that again this year. I may, but I don't think I will. And this here, I'll definitely add these 4 new beds. I'll give plenty of that to them. And down below, I'll add plenty of it too. The biochar, I'll probably, I'm going to guess after this season, I probably won't use that again. I'll probably give it a good dose in the fall, and I'll probably quit using that because that stuff will last forever. The minerals, I'll keep adding every year. And the lime, I'll probably give it a little bit more this fall, but that's going to be it. And like I said, I don't use a whole lot. But that's how we get our garden beds ready. That's it right there. And they look great, as you can see. I need to go through and pick rock out of it. There's a fair many rocks, and there's some weeds in there. I need to add a little bit of compost to these 4 beds because I didn't add any to them yet. But I will do that, as well as the minerals that I just showed you. So if anybody's got any questions on how to make a garden bed, this right here is simple. I mean, this is easy. And you can start growing stuff. Depending on where you're at, you can start growing stuff right now. Around here, you're going to have to wait a little bit. You can probably get some things in the ground, maybe your cabbages and that kind of thing, but you're pushing your luck if you're trying to do that right now. It's still pretty early in the season. We'll be planting stuff in mid-April here. Some things like the lettuce, kale, cabbage, that kind of thing. Or not, we don't do cabbage, but Swiss chard, beets. A lot of that stuff we'll put in mid-April. Or tomatoes and peppers, they will not go in the ground till either the last weekend in May or the first weekend in June. We won't put them in before that. We've tried pushing our luck before. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't, but we're not going to try pushing our luck this year. So just going to wrap it up. If you have any questions, let me know. See y'all. Be good.